Hello to everyone, this is Joanna, and today I am back with a video with my Alex and Ani haul. That is all of the bracelets and necklaces that I have from this brand. Some of them I get from a store here, you hear me say Rogers. Some of them I have gotten offline, and one of them was a gift. Some of these came in sets, and I will tell you which did, and other ones are pieces that I put together after acquiring them. And this video was a requested video by a lovely subscriber here in the state that I am in. I am assuming that part. I do not know that for a fact, but I want to thank you for asking about this video. And I was going to wait and do this when I got the 4 pieces I have in layaway out. But I don't know when I'm going to do that because I can't seem to stay out of Bath & Body Works. So I'll go ahead and do this now because I will show those in a haul video. And these bracelets, you've heard me say, are made out of recycled metals. They do have a few pieces, a few necklaces and whatnot that are gold, and those are the more expensive pieces. For the most part, every piece that I have, the pieces range in price from, I think, $28 on up to maybe $42. Except for my sets. I have some sets that were 50 something, some that I paid $118 for, and some that were $98. I have some that were $98 that dropped down to $58. Some of the pieces, like I said, I got off the website. Some of them I got from Rogers. Rogers is the only retailer here that we have where I live at that has these. I thought that Jared's did, and when I called the store, they said they no longer carry them. And there are a few pieces online that I want that I haven't gotten yet. So hopefully you'll be able to see these. This one is the St. Christopher piece, and these were the first pieces that they started making with some color to them. I also have a regular one of these, and these are in no particular order at all. I have some of these, you'll notice the box is marked, where I had a labeler and I was trying to label them. I've misplaced the labeler, but before I did that, first, I ran out of paper, then the batteries died, and I need to go back to Home Depot to get a refill on it, and I want to take it with me because I got it a few years back. Also, I don't understand how I misplaced it, but anyway, you'll see what I'm talking about. I do get a box per piece. If it's like one piece, even the pieces that I have put together, I get a box for each one, and then later down the line, I put them in a box together. So we will get started. So this is the St. Christopher piece. And I will usually have these on my arm when you guys see them like this. And again, I have no particular order here, so we're just going to go. Some of the special ones came in boxes like this, where you got a little piece. And for the most part, they come with cards. Some of the pieces that I have are for charities, and some of the pieces that I have are for fashion. This right here is the necklace, and this is one of the pieces that I have in both gold tone and silver tone. And you've often heard me say these cannot be put in water because they are made with recycled metals. And I believe the lady that owns the company, I believe her name is Christine Raffelian. So often you will see that the pieces are called Raffelian Gold or Raffelian Silver. And they also make a rose gold shade as well. So I don't know exactly how to put this so that this will focus. But each piece even has information on the back. This is the Hand of Fatima piece, and this is from the year 2017. So they often have that information on the back of them. And I really do like this. Now, this is supposed to be an elephant, and they come with cards. Some of them will come with cards with an explanation like this, and then some of them don't. But some of them, and I like little fluff like this. So sometimes they come with cards that tell you a little bit about the piece. And again, I don't know if that will focus, but I won't necessarily hold all of this here until it does. But they tell you about the piece. And this right here is the kind that you can make it as long or as short as you want. These little things right here are for if you want to put charms off to the side, which at first I wasn't interested in doing. And now that I watched their Instagram site, that is when I started learning how to pair certain pieces up. So, and I do have that necklace in silver. This one right here is a Charity by Design one. And this one is for stroke. I may go ahead and get this in gold. Some of the ones that are for charities, you will notice have 4 pieces, and that 4th piece is a square. Other ones, such as the one that I'm wearing, will only have 3 pieces. And that's what I like about these. I find that I don't really like the imitation ones. One of the things is these are made in the USA, and that's what this little heart symbol here is for. But they also, the ones that are charity, say so on the back. The very first piece that I got from them on my own was a Coolatta, I think, because I didn't know what I wanted. And then the next piece was a Cancer piece. But they have this kind of stuff on the back, and this is from the year 2016. So 2016 might have been when I started getting these. And I will say this right here. On the one hand, when you look at this, it's butterflies. And on another hand, when you look at it a certain way, it's angel wings. And I think that's so neat. And this one is for the stroke. And they do make one for leukemia. They make one for regular cancer, breast cancer, and ovarian cancer. And I do not have all of those. Again, this is one of the ones I ordered from the company. The difference when you get them from the company, they will come in this plastic sleeve. When I get them from the jewelry store, they don't let us keep those. They take them out of the box. This one here is Sister Soul, and this also comes in silver. Some of these may by now come in rose gold. Some of the older pieces, like the Hand of Fatima that I showed you. And this is from this year. And you can see how these have the 3 pieces. And once I get my labeler refilled and new batteries, I will continue marking these, because what I have to do now, as you can probably guess, is I have to actually root through the ones that I want if they're not one of the ones that are marked. And we haven't gotten to one of those boxes yet. Now, this is the one that I had in silver. The silver one is on Instagram. This was the special Christmas one for the year 2017, and I'm now wishing I would have kept that one, but I got it as a placer because this is the one that I wanted. And I don't have a piece to go with this yet. I do, however, have this year's holiday set coming. And this was their special holiday set, and I wore the silver one, as a matter of fact, at my job when I got interviewed. And I think in part the lady liked me because she liked my bracelet. Not in a bad way, but I didn't realize that the uniform I was wearing was the color that they wore. So I kind of looked like I belonged to them, even though I was walking in the door. I was dressed in a black uniform with a gray long sleeve tee, and I had this one simple bracelet on my arm in silver. But as soon as I had that interview, they called me to tell me that that bracelet was in, and I exchanged the silver one for it. Now, this right here is a birthstone, and I decided that I like the birthstones as the birthstones were ending. I don't like the teardrop ones. I may later, but I love the blue of this, and I love that it was round. And these were the ones that I started getting first when I learned that Rogers had layaway. And on the back, what does this say? I never paid, just says Alex and Ani. But one of my nurses at one of my jobs called this Texas Blue. Now, this piece was purchased separate from this, but I did decide to pair these together. So I do wear these together, which is why they are in the same box. So this is a pairing that I did on my own. And I do have more birthstones. I got one for me and my 2 children, and then one just because I liked it. This one they said was a December, what do they call this? December Swarovski. I don't know what, I know that emerald is mine, and I know that peridot I think is that light green one. But this one was just pretty. And I got it because she said they were selling out of it. And it is the December birthstone, which is odd because I always thought it was more blue. But she said it changes. This one is a necklace that I had just hauled. Now, this one is going to have the most damage because this is one that I wore to work while it was hot outside. So sweat has affected it. Any water that I was near when I would assist the residents has affected it. Not in a bad way, but it's not completely that silver tone. And what I like about this is you can wear it on either side. You can wear it on the preferred side, which has these little rhinestones here. Or you can turn it over if you don't want a rhinestone look at all. So I was wearing this a whole lot. And there are some necklaces that I took pictures of that I want that they don't have, that I might have to get offline. This is the second thing that takes the majority of my money, guys, besides Bath and Body Works. I'm in the makeup stores a little bit even, but for the most part, a lot of my money goes to Bath and Body Works and these bracelets. This one right here is the Cosmic Balance, and this is from 2016. And there were a lot of them that I was pairing together. I was getting the bands that go with them. And you'll see pictures of some of these on my Instagram where I have these paired up together. This is how the band comes for the Cosmic ones. And they are making these kind of bands for men now. And this right here is the detailing on the Cosmic Balance. And I will either have these in gold tone or silver tone. I don't recall right now if there's a set that I have in both. Like the necklace, the Fatima one, I do have in both shades. And I was trying to think, if there is a set that I have in both shades, it'll pop up here. But right off the cuff, I cannot tell you. I also can't tell you how many of these I got. So here is the Hand of Fatima, and I always called it Hand of Fatima just because, I don't know. But what I was trying to say about this is when you look at it one way, it looks like a hand, and that's what I told Shirley and Rogers when I was getting this. I said, if you look at it one way, you know, it looks like the hand, and it's called Hand of Fatima, but I keep calling it Hand of Fatima. I said, but if you look at it another way, this looks like a baby elephant with its head down and a headdress on. Like that little eye is a little headdress. That's what it looks like to me. Like a little baby elephant with its head down. And that's its headdress. And this right here is the band to it. Now you can wear these pieces various ways. You can stack the bands. You can wear them like this. And in most parts you'll see me with these bands and then I'll have the dangle on. My stroke one, I have been known to mix with another silver set. I just put it in a box by itself because I don't think that I can get more than 3 of these in a box anyway, except for the ones that came together. This next set, and as you can see, I pretty much keep them in the box as they come. I decided a little late that I wanted the numerology ones, and I got this 7 because my birth date is a 7. I would have possibly got a necklace in 5 if I could have, or I would have gotten the birth date of both my children. But by the time that I decided to get these, they were already gone. That's what I say. Sometimes I fall in love with something right away, and other times I wait too late. I do want the graduation set, though. The one for 17 has gone on sale. It's a little diploma and a little cap and gown. R. Rogers said that then the 2017 one they sold out of. And I can imagine they did because it probably became a gift for probably college graduates and things like that. This is the Cosmic Balance necklace. And all of these necklaces are the same. Mine are the recycled metals and they all adjust. So you can wear them. And these are the necklaces that when I was talking about the shimmer mist and the pretty sweaters, these kinds of necklaces and even your gold necklaces and your charm necklaces are the kind that I love layering because that's what these were made for. And at first, like I said, I didn't want to do that. Now I've come around as I'm getting certain pieces. Some of the boxes are like this, and it was just a design change. It doesn't mean anything. Here was the purple one. And when I first got these birthstones, this one is my daughter's. This is the Amethyst. I had this one, the red one, and the green one. Not that December one. There is an actual, I have a light green one and then my actual emerald one. I wore these together. I also gave my daughter this in silver tone. I wanted to give her Pisces. I believe I gave her her initial, that eye of something that she likes. It's like a Egyptian symbol. And I gave her something else. This I want in necklace form. And this, again, is how they come. This is what the charm came in. But this one is the Love and Luck set, and I really did love this. Hopefully that'll show, because the detailing on these are really pretty. I don't know what I gotta do to make that show. But the detailing on these really are pretty, and I feel like I'm just wasting seconds trying to make it show. But anyway, this is a set that I wouldn't mind having in silver. Now see, that came right in. See, you see the Love and Luck. So I wouldn't mind having this set right here in silver. I also wouldn't mind having the necklace to this gold one. I really want that to show, and it won't do it. And I've already wasted about 2 minutes of y'all's time here. I don't get it. One time this phone focuses in really, really good, and then the next time it don't. But I haven't touched it. I don't really mess with the settings on it or anything like that. It's not going to do it, so I'm going to move on. But hopefully you can see, or you have seen this. You can look these up. Alex and Annie has their own website. I would not trust purchasing these off of eBay, because I have heard some people say that the sellers on there, these aren't real. Also, one of the reasons I wouldn't recommend putting these in water is a friend of mine got the cancer one, like the one that I had. It came apart, and the piece on the inside came out. The part that said cancer, there was a glass dome on top, and it came apart. This one was the very first one that I purchased, and this one is dated 2016, and this is the Coolatta Friendship and Loyalty. And I feel like I'm a loyal friend. I get salty about a lot of things because a lot of people, you know, I'm someone that you can take my word just about at face value. And if you tell me something, I expect you to honor it. That's just how I am. I'm also very punctual. Like with my cab. You've heard me tell you the stories of my cab man. I'm very lucky that he comes and gets me. Like, he added me onto his rotation. But I hate those mornings when I get a message that says, hey, be ready by 4:30, and then I'm ready by 4:30, and I get a second thought I'll be there at 5:30. That really frosts my goat. I don't like that, because if you tell me to do something or to get ready by a certain time, I make every effort to do that. And then if you're just going to come late anyway, I feel like, you know, you just shouldn't do that. So other than that, I really do feel like I'm a loyal, trustworthy person. This is the Joy set, and these pieces came together. This tended to be an eye catcher for a lot of people at my job. And you've heard me say I take a lot of this stuff for granted because I'm kind of spoiled. But when I saw this set myself and Shirley showed it to me, she showed me this with two more. And I said this, that, and that. Oh, yes. Like, she knows my taste. So these three pieces came together. This set was $98, and it went for sale online for $58 on the Alex and Ani website. And technically, if something goes on sale on the website, that store should honor those prices, because they know me well enough. At first, the one told me they wouldn't do it, and then later management said they would if I can show them that something's on sale online, because I'm not going to stand there and buy it. If I know that this is on sale online, I'm not going to get it. I'm going to go and order it, because this jewelry store is a cash store. It's not like I can be writing a bunch of checks there and wait for the next day. You know what I mean? If I write a check there, it goes through the next day. So if I'm in there trying to buy something, that means I have the money right then and there. And if I can't get it at the sale price, then I'm going to order it online. But anyway, a lot of the nurses at my job really did love this set, and this was 2017. This is also very nice if you have family members that happen to be named Joy. But it was their Christmas set for that year. Now, here is where I was able to mark some of my pieces with my little, I don't even know what the name of that's, Lord, I forgot what it's called. I do not know what the name of my labeler is. But it's a nice one. I think it's something that starts with a D. Now, this one comes right in. Now, I want you to see this, and I'm glad this is showing this. You guys have all heard me say I do not like sugar skulls. I can't stand them. But I want you to look at this if you can see this, okay? if you look at it one way, okay, you can see it's a sugar skull. But I swear, if I look at it another way and I focus on the top portion, it looks like an owl with a crown on. And as long as that's what I see, I'm okay. I know that sounds crazy. This is the box right here. I don't get that from looking at this, but just the way they got the bracelet lined up, it looks like this part is the crown. That's the nose. It's an owl with a crown on. And I know that it's not focused back in there now, but that's what I see when I do that. And then I've paired this with the Armenian Cross. I thought this was so beautiful. And I really hope this shows you this. I thought this was so beautiful. And the fact that they both had red stones in them is one of the reasons I wanted this. And this is from 2017. And this did come in a necklace. I wanted it in gold or silver. I didn't really care which one. But at the time that I found certain pieces from this, they were being phased out. So I love this and I think it's beautiful. These two did not come together. I paired them together because I did not want the sugar skull bracelet. But the sugar skull bracelet and the necklace come in the gold tone, the silver tone, and a colored tone. I posted those on my Instagram. These two came separately. This right here is their zodiac, and this one was Taurus. And this was their mixing of the silver and the gold metals. And this is from 2017, and it will have the zodiac dates on the back. And I got this piece separately. There was another piece that I was also going to pair with this, and I just paired these two together. So a lot of the residents liked when I wore this set, especially my ones that like two-tone products, like the two-tone watches and things like that. The reason my bracelets are all in boxes is I don't have anywhere to put these. I don't have anywhere to display them. I'm now wishing that I would have gotten one of those JCPenney armoires you can put bracelets in, but those are phasing out too. I went looking for those. When I was in high school, those things were abundant, and now they're phasing out. I need some kind of a jewelry drawer chest like that where I can lay these bracelets down. You know what I mean? And I can open up that drawer and see them. So if we get a Home Goods, I'm hoping to find something like that. I don't know exactly what Home Goods carry. This right here was the Coolatta Set. Now you see this right here? This is how my Cancer one was. And I think there's a photo. Like that's a little piece of paper in there. My friend was very rough with hers and got it wet. And it came apart into 3 pieces. It was this glass came off. And then the paper came out. But that's why it's easy for people on eBay to fake these. So I wouldn't say get these from an eBay seller if you can help it, unless you have a reputable eBay seller that you have been dealing with, because there are some beautiful pieces. I think I watched Bobby Cat's Kitten. I hope I'm saying your name right. Please let me know, because right now I'm so flustered. But you showed a beautiful winter bracelet, and I have loved it. I wish I could have found it. This is a J. I usually will put this with the silver light green peridot that I have, because you'll see that upcoming. I mix it with a blues piece, but this was a J. And the funny thing was, I also posted on Instagram between the I and the J and the L. They look alike, but I had to be certain that this was a J. And this is from 2016, and this actually is a J. But if you're in a pinch, there's really very little difference between the I and this one. This one is the silver hand of Fatima necklace. See, Fatima. I call it Fatima because of how it's spelled, Fatima. But again, this looks like a little silver baby elephant with his head down and his headdress showing. And these were from 2017. And I had to get these in both colors because I couldn't decide what I wanted. Now, this one right here is like one of my favorite stones. Of course, I always liked every birthstone but my own. And it was fitting that my daughter was born in February because Amethyst was my favorite. This is Topaz. I will often pair this with my Cosmic Balance band that I showed you because it has that orange in there. And I will put it with the Cosmic band, because I think I might have gotten 2 Cosmic bracelets, because right after they started making those, they started adding things on them like different stones. This one was a little butterfly that I got. Just a plain little butterfly. And it doesn't have the date on it. But I got this offline for $16. It was online for $16 and I figured why not get it. And this one is for renewal, strength, and rebirth. They do have one for clean water. It was a pretty heart. I never did get that one yet, but they also have the truck with the Christmas tree on top of it this year, since so many are doing that. This one is my son's birthstone. This was the ruby, and this box came with nothing because for some reason they take everything out of the box at Rogers, and you have to basically almost ask for a card to get it. Because that's what happened. There wasn't one to go with my Cancer one. This one was the only and first one I was disappointed in. And I actually ordered this one off the site. This one is supposed to have, I don't know if you'll be able to see this or not. It's supposed to be like white pattern on it. It's supposed to be like white patterns on it. But it rubbed off on my arm. And I did tell them about it, and I tried to send them pictures, and they said they would send me another. See that right there? That's supposed to be more white. You're supposed to see all the white on these pieces, and it faded off. So I was very leery to purchase any more pieces that had that white on there because this came off. I mean, it wasn't even a week after I got it, but I went ahead and kept it anyway. There was no point in getting it replaced because the same thing probably would have happened. If it wasn't my skin and it wasn't hot, it could have been what I had on that was rubbing against it. I just after that stayed away from beads with print. Now this one is the love, and they do have a love dangle that I would like to get, and I do want this in silver. I would like to get this in silver, but I might go ahead and get the love dangle to go with this. This one I think was their gold, and it has words on the inside. So even though these are not, you know what I mean, straight gold and silver pieces, they do have a lot of detailing on them, and I can definitely appreciate that. I love that they have that detailing on them, and it comes in this little thing right here. So it looks like I got maybe a dozen more boxes. This one is the one that takes the most beating. This is the one that you see me wear with this one. And these are the Christopher for protection because I got a lot of stuff going on in my life right now, and I tend to wear these the most. Don't know if they really help or not, but they comfort me and kind of keep my mind at ease through some bad, troubling times. This one was the Paris set. I believe there were 4 pieces. These, I had to order some pieces, and some pieces I got from Rogers. The only thing I don't like about this thing right here is these pieces turn. You can never have them just flat on your arm, and that's the only thing I hate. I wish that they were flat, you know. These were supposed to be their rose gold pieces. They don't look rose gold to me. They look copper, but I love them nonetheless, and I tend to wear these two together. Of course, I had to get the Eiffel Tower, and I was worried they were going to sell out of that before I could. And it came in this special type like this. And there are some more pieces. The pieces that I intended to put together between the 4 ended up not being the pieces that I put together. This is the set that I wear my J with. And it depends on what I'm doing. Usually when I'm on the med card, I wear my bracelets. If something happens and I'm not on the med card, and I know that beforehand, I don't wear these. Because if I'm not on the med card, then I'm assisting with showers and waters and cleanings and things like that. So I really do love this. Now, this was Free Spirit. And when I first saw this, I thought it was for St. Patty's Day. But I think this has something to do with the music, House of Blues. They do have other ones. But I thought that this had to do with St. Patty's Day. And this was one of the pieces that was leaving when I first discovered Alex and Ani. And they were able to, I think I ordered this online. That's what happened. And then by the time that I got it, they called me and told me they had it at the store. And I told them it was okay. I didn't need it. The next thing that I have here is this Lotus necklace. This was the first necklace that I got from them because I really, really love this. And I had this on that day that I said I went to that casual wedding. This is the one that I want to put some more pieces. Now, I will say this while we're talking about it so I don't forget. They have a Mary of Mother bracelet and a Jesus bracelet. I don't care if I get that in bracelet form or necklace form. I definitely would like to have those pieces. And this right here is a set that I love as well. I got this when I got my paper heart set. And again, you got this kind of bracelet that won't be still. This is among what she was holding when I said that, and oh yes, that. And I love this because it's Tiffany blue. It says, I love you. And there are even Disney ones of these for everything you can think of. I recommend that you look at their Instagram. Not only will you see how they put pieces together and things like that, you will definitely see all the ones that they have. What is for you will not pass you, you know. And they have ones that are exclusive to Disney. They now have ones that are exclusive to Harry Potter. I really do love this set right here. This one and that Joy one are the ones that get like a lot of attention when I have them on. And this one here I do have in necklace form. This is the evil eye, but it doesn't mean anything evil. And I wore this to work a lot. A nurse asked me to let her see it, and then she dropped it. I'm really leery about letting somebody touch my stuff because every time I do, whoever it is I'm letting hold it drops it, which sends a bad message to me because it's never somebody that I really like or get along with. Girl did that with one of my CDs, but the CD case that she dropped in the rocks, the CD was actually in my pocket. But I don't like that. Nothing happened to this. But this is, I got my daughter one of these, and this isn't the eye that I'm talking about. It might be Eye of Horus because I'm never sure on the names of that kind of stuff. It just looked like an Egyptian thing. I got her that, and then later on I got her a silver one that was plain. Then they came out with these embellished ones with this stone. And then I also ended up getting this bracelet right here. And I wear these two together. And this is the evil eye bracelet. But I think it meant something different than the evil eye that the package said. I think it says insight, encouragement, and armor inspired by the traditional Nazar amulet. Whatever all of that means. But it's vision in Arabic. And it means something good. So I don't know why they call it evil eye. And I was able to mark that box. And this is my Godspeed set. And I don't recall if I got a necklace to this or not. So we'll find out. This was another embellished one. The store didn't have it. I had to order it offline. And the only difference between this one and the non-embellished one is that little white stone that you see. So that was why I wanted that one. And then this right here. The words inside, Journey's Blessings. And I just love the way this looks. I don't know why this reminds me of when I was a child and it was fall and wheat. We don't have wheat. I used to see pictures of wheat, but it was just something about it that just, I loved it. All I could think of was the cool fall days and the snow that I hated, even though I hated that weather. Something about this just brought me comfort. And I would mix these in silver and gold together. That is another thing that I would do, but I don't think I have a silver one. I don't know. So this is the Celebrate one. This is Cancer, and as you can see, it's got that gold square. Now, anything like this that you get, they say that they give 20% of the proceeds to that charity. There is one for girls learning. There is one for children. There's all sorts of these, and these make a nice gift. Like whoever bought up all the graduation ones, that was nice. If I went to an event where the event was Cancer and I could afford several of these in both colors, this is something that I would take. Now, this one says Celebrate Today. This is the straight Cancer one. Because, like I said, there's leukemia, there's ovarian cancer, and the breast cancer one is pink. And this is the one my friend had in silver, and it all came apart. Just this thing right here. This is from 2017. They did replace it for her. I told her, just don't tell them that you were kind of rough with it. And here's the one that I had in a video one day. Now, this thing right here, the reason they charge like they do is all of these are separate bracelets. That's why they charge like they do. This right here, I think, was in the Twinkle set, and I couldn't get them There was a purple one, a blue one, another colored one, and this one. And at that time, I wasn't working and I didn't have the money to get them, and I didn't want to put anything on charge cards. Our store didn't have them. I didn't want to order them. Then they ended up going on sale for $16 because 2 of them were gone, and I missed out on that as well. And when I saw that this set had 1 in there, I was satisfied with 1. So this is the paper heart set, because each one of these you can buy individually. This one would probably be $28 without being on sale. This one would probably be the same. And sometimes if you want, you can wear just one of these. And especially if you don't like the dangly, like if I was at an office job or something, these beads would be nice. But this all came together. And this is the paper heart set. And this is from 2018. And this and the joy and the blue one, these were the ones that she showed me all at once, and I'm sure that my eyes told the story of how I felt about this set. This is their version of rose gold, and on here it looks more gold, but I love this. This is another one that gets attention when I wear it, and I love wearing this with a nice cream-colored sweater. So for the most part, I wear these more when I'm not working, but every blue moon I will wear them to work. This one I had to have because it just brought me tranquility. I just thought it looked so nice together. This is Peace. And they had one called Believe that was in burgundy. And I forget if Hope was in black or not. But when I wore this, a lot of people liked it as simple as it looks. They said, I was wondering if that was Alex and Ani. I was surprised how many of our nurses knew. But anytime I wear this one, it just gives me peace and tranquility. You know what I mean? I'm a little bit more at ease during any times of difficulty that I may have. And right here, I believe, guys, I got 5 more boxes to show you. This one was the one I wasn't sure that I wanted at all, and I put it in layaway and wanted to take it out. They had a name for what they were doing with these, but this is Protection, Journey, and Blessings. This was another version of the Godspeed, but it had a different name, and I don't know what they were calling it. And then I got this butterfly because I really did like it. I'm trying to see. Because for each one of these, they came out in this version of the Evil Eye and the Fatima. And I like this one a lot. But then I ended up pairing these 2 together. And that's why they are in the box together. I ended up loving these 2 together. In fact, I have a picture on Instagram where I had taken a picture of this and another pair set. I had one on one arm and one on the other. And so I do love wearing these together. And we have 4 more and we'll be done. This one was the one that I got with that Paris set that I was going to wear with it, and I ended up not putting it with it. So I might get another piece for it, but this one is Armor, and this is from 2018. Amor, I'm sorry, and it means, love. And its box was like this. So I'll see if I can hold that so you can see that. But again, this is their version of rose gold. I don't know what it is. I just feel like I'm wasting seconds of y'all's time because this thing won't do what I want it to do. There it goes a little bit. If I can get this to be still. Yeah, that's their version of rose gold. And this way, guys, I can actually go through these and see what all I got. This one is the one that I will pair the stroke one with. This one right here is my Path of Life set. And I wore these mostly when I was at Hamilton Point. I just really did love these together. And that stroke one, as you can see, matched the little stones in here. And it went really well together. A lot of the residents really liked what I had on my arm, because there is when I started wearing those shirts under my uniforms, and then I would have those bracelets up my arm, and they really liked it. Now, this one is my birthstone. There is a difference